Hi, TXY here, and today I want to talk about my Blade Vortex Elementalist Herald guy using Diamond Shrine. First question, why no Headhunter? Honestly, the main reason is I didn't have Headhunter, and I wanted to build around this before Headhunter, but it happens to be, I think, better than Headhunter. The implications of Diamond Shrine are far greater than I thought. Main reason why it's good is because you got explosions that crit and they shatter. You got Herald of Ice. Where is it? Herald of Ice. And you basically explode 2 screens at a time. It's very good like coverage. Also, I forgot to mention that having crit cap for free gives us a lot of flexibility on our tree. We don't need this power charge. We don't need this. We don't have to worry about crit cap on our tree, on our gear, on anywhere. We can have better QOL in terms of AoE. Also, one extra benefit of running Diamond Shrine is you do not rely on any charges, any buffs, any conditionals. You just log into the map and you blast in. You can press every single altar without reading. Besides res, but yeah, it's res. You can overcap for this. You can run every single altar mode. That's very good. The main problem with this build is attributes. You have to figure out attributes on your gear without 60 from Headhunter. You get dex here, strength dex here, and on your chest. This chest is very lucky because of that. You don't have any strength or dex on your tree. All of your attributes come from gear because everything is tattooed to fire res or block. Okay, let's talk about the block on this build. Spell damage is very straightforward. You got 15 from Swollen. You got some here, you run Tempest Shield, and you're basically done. For attack block, it's more complicated. You kinda need 7 on here, this is prefix. You run 1 tattoo here, and you grab another tattoo here with Unnatural Instinct. This works. And you run a classic Red Nightmare setup with this block here, some resistance here. Alternatively, you could take this with 4% block. It's 2 per point. It's decent enough. You could technically drop this on this prefix if you get those 2 points, and you have to run another one of those. With 3% instead of reservation cluster for hatred, but that will mean you have to drop Herald of Agony and you lose some Herald of the Hive damage, but it's possible to run without the block chance here. Okay, the weapon here is Grace of the Goddess. It's I think much better than Crafted Scepter or Wand. Main reason because those gains are benefiting the explosion for the chest, and you don't really benefit from suffixes on the wand or scepter that much. You get some amount of crit multi, but it's overshadowed by the amount of Merline's crit multi, and those gains are fucking insane. It's like 60 something% more damage of your explosions, and yeah, I don't think you can drop that. It's best in slots. The helmet, on the other hand, this 2% crit chance is redundant. In the first draft, I wanted to play Headhunter, so I had to crit cap normally. And yeah, you don't need that. You need only 30% more and hypothermia. In KOE is good. It's technically better to have Kong effect for more single target, but this global AoE is good for explosions from chaining. It's I think I prefer in KOE. You don't need damage. It's mapping build. It got 20 something million damage. You don't really need more for the bridge bosses. Ring is like crit multi and attributes. You basically don't need anything on here. This crit multi is like nothing. Other gear is like Temple Chill. attributes, resistances, and conversion. You got 40 per conversion here, 25 from implicit, and you should ideally have 35 on gloves. One more thing about those gloves, I wanted lightning conversion only because of expedition. I wanted to be able to run cold and fire immunities, so I have some lightning damage. You should get cold conversion if you don't care about this. Boots are your ailment immunity. You need essence of something to get avoid shock and implicit. You don't need exceptional. You can have better divine on the essence mod, and tier lower it's third, it's grand guy, and you run storm shroud for ailment immunity. Okay, crafting this chest, I honestly don't think you need this fist taken as. I was really scared about my fist max hit in POB, so I wanted as much mitigation as possible everywhere, but yeah, you play block builds, you're gonna die sometimes. It's 5.6 I think fist max hit, and it's honestly fine. I leveled to 100 in like 16 hours, 17 hours without dying on a level 100 a single time, but I wasn't running very juiced bridge, I was running like medium. We run this power charge for like 2% to 2 points for the inspired learning thing. You get this naturally, so it's only 2 points for inspired learning. I think it's fine, you get like 15, 20 maybe stacks on average on the map. It's fine. It's something. You run inspired learning here, unnatural instinct here for AoE. I like AoE very much. It also gives you some physical damage, some regen. It's fine. One of the benefits of running Diamond Shrine is you can play control distractions in your helmet. It's way more damage than any other gen. You run Greater Unleash, of course, and you play Inverted Rules. I think it's better than Increased Crit. Main reason is the most tanky guys are with resistances. You want reroll elemental resistances on your maps. It's better to play 15 here and 35 here for invert. And you have so much crit multi that this is actually more damage baseline. Even without the resistances, you do not have any curses that lower and the resistances besides the heraldry. For the cluster jewels, you run Empowered Envoy Endbringer, and you run one Ascendancy Towering Threat. You can alternatively swap Towering Threat for Magnifier. It's more crit multi, but I like to leave. You need two Hatred Reservation guys, so you can run all of your Heralds, Hatred, and Precision. Why no Furthering? I think the most important thing is you have very good Ascendancies in Elementalist area. You can't really drop those. You can't really drop this. This is good mitigation. Also, it's a lot of damage because your explodes will always ignite, and it helps you clear. And this is like immune to reflect and some physical mitigation, elemental mitigation. It's very good. And benefits of having another ring is basically you get more crit multi, some more life. It's easier on your stats because you can have those, but 30 crit multi is like nothing. We have like 500, 600 crit multi. Okay, the most important thing here is your Herald of the Hive. This is the thing that clears your maps for you. You basically don't need to press anything on your map besides bosses. You press Blade Vortex and bosses, and of course Blade Vortex sometimes. This average hit is benefiting from crits. I think it's 0 base crits, so it's basically a lot of damage from the thing. It's like 100k. I take off this belt, it's like 90k. This belt is like 400. You have 5 meter radius. I think it's fair to say you always have killed at least 5 enemies recently. This is not really a bossing build, though it can handle Uber bosses just fine. So granted, not fast enough for the average build. 5 radius is a lot. You can AFK fortresses, you can do whatever you want, you can AFK Uber Blight with this kind of AoE. Your gem setup is like this. This Zealotry, Guardian Blessing, Stone Golem. The tech here is your Stone Golem will occasionally die from the Guardian Blessing, and you get some borrow power from the Zealotry. I have Zealotry mainly because I have this Watcher Eye. Oh no, this is not the right one. This is the right one. In this kind of build, I don't think it's fair to look at the damage numbers on Blade Vortex and try to optimize those. I think it's very common pitfall to be tunnel visioned into this number here or this number here. Your damage mainly comes from explosions. 90% of the 95% of the kills comes from this thing. And you should optimize this by Grace of the Goddess and AoE scaling for that matter. You don't need a lot of damage. You need some damage to kill bosses from the bridge, and that's it. And most of them will die from explosions for the rare monsters around, so it's perfectly fine. The large clusters are problematic ones. This one is easy, but this Blanket Snow and Sadist are a lot of damage, and you want both of those. I think there is a setup where you can play another large clusters, easier to craft. You can run 2 of those. 2 Sadist and Prismatic Heart. No, Sadist and Widespread Destruction. You can run 2 of those, but this is more damage with the pen. But those are harder to craft. It's not a big deal. Maybe you could figure out another way of reserving all of your skills, but yeah, that's my setup. I think there is a lot of improvement here, but for you. I like this AoE nodes for the AoE. Okay, I don't think there is much to say in PoB. Let's go straight into map showcase. Oh, also you can run more of those tattoos. I don't have those in the SEF, they're rare. You can also have some reduced damage from crits. Those are also rare. You can allocate a lot of intelligence. You have plenty to spare. You had like 150. You could have like 15 more tattoos of this. They're not that good. They are like 0.3% damage, but it's always something better than it. Okay, this is the map that I'm gonna run. This is pack size T16 for full Mirage. You can get this implicit from Bestiary. I think it's very cheap. And you got Bloodlines, Monstrous Lineage, Double Instability, and some Wisps. With Atlas tree like this. Okay, let's go. Okay, as you can see, I won't press any Blade Vortex this map before we go to the boss. It's not that fast, but the onslaught is fast enough. We're gonna press Blade Vortex on the boss. It's gonna face. I'm sorry for my load filter, it's not optimized for this kind of juice. The main benefit of this, you can play every altar in the game. You don't need to read anything, you just press player. Okay, the boss dies in like 2 seconds. And the boss instantly exploded from the rares. As you can see, this build is very good. Even without magic find, it can drop some shit. Yeah, totally not scripted. Alright guys, that's it for today. If you have any questions, any suggestions, please feel free to leave a comment on this video. I hope you enjoy. See ya.